beside my head with a war weapon. I'm at Ralph's trying to get a money order. Hopefully they do money orders here. The terrorists talking in my head are trying to break my back so I don't get a money order to pay my electricity. Because I have Section 8 now and I'm renting. And they don't want me focused on the people around me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes. Quick question. Do you guys do money orders?
Yes.
You do? Okay, great. Oh.
Right now.
Oh. 10 to 4. Nobody else? Oh, you don't work here.
I do. That goes without saying.
You guys, nobody can do the money order except for the manager?
Correct. Where did Liz go? Liz is over there. There's someone over there. Oh, let's see.
I can't wait around till 10, so I was hoping somebody could do it.
Liz, need coffee?
Is this Liz with the brown hair?
There she is.
I need a money order. A money order?
A money order?
For 77.
Yeah, I think those were on their You want to get one rung up?
Yeah.
While I log in.
Okay.
Just go to Michael. Michael, can you ring her up for a book of stamps, please?
Do you have a book of stamps? I'll take the Scott. 77. 77.
7-7. And 47.
16. I thought it was 1550.
That was a year or two ago. Easily a year. Things like goes up every year.
I'll pay the rest on my card, I guess.
Sorry.
That's okay.
And then 50015. Yep. Bounce.
There are American Muslim women terrorists talking in my head, making my bones in my. Are we good? Oh,
77, this is your change.
okay, perfect. Thank you. Do you have a pen so I could just write it out while I'm here? Thank you.
It was just 125 for the fee.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Are Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists talking in my head, making a joke out of breaking my back. They're forcing the bones to rub together. These bitches amputate people. Do you hear me? Hello. How can I help you? The terrorist talking in my head. So I scan around to check license plates. I look around to see who's at Ralph's, who may have, so that these terrorists can, there are people they could have asked who's screaming in my head. I mean, who's screaming? If it were really coming from outside, they were calling me a bitch. When I asked the lady if she heard, and they're laughing. They made me step in gum. Dude, they pay attention to what's around you to that degree. And I want to suck the designer. Because they got you to buy in to sentencing yourself to death. Uh-huh. They own Fendi, Prada. Turn them off. The terrorists, they're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists screaming in my head. They are telling me that they're murdering me. Like blatantly saying, you're being murdered. We don't give a shit if you fucking know. And we're trying to destroy the evidence and destroy the records. And haha, in your face, we're trying to manipulate the records while you're running around screaming and live streaming still. They think it's a game. I have a 16-year-old daughter that they're depriving of everything. And the terrorists talking in my head think it's a game. They're trying to get me in a car accident, so they pull my eyeballs away from the road. One of the women just said, "Go fucking die." I want the women sentenced to death. They're disgusting garbage. The men are playing by the rules. Like, okay, terrorists. Like, what do you say about that? They're using this weapon within like the frame, the boundaries that they can use it to manipulate the records. Like it's not like they're just running around like they do in the Middle East and shooting people up. And it's because the women are sneaky garbage. I see men more like, when I see men, I don't think sneaky. I think bold and just blunt, bold. It may not be what you want to hear, but that's how I see men. Women, because they want to like gain a man's attention, I feel can be more sneaky, and I just feel like the women are responsible for the sneakiness. They're psycho. They're committing genocide, dude. The psycho bitches talking in my head are trying to water it down, but they're committing genocide. They're amputating, basically they're breaking my back, and they're calling me a hoe in my head. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're breaking my back, and they're calling me a hoe. They're talking in my head right now. So the weapon would have concluded its investigation, but the terrorists want to keep it triggered because if it stops while I'm still alive, especially now that they're talking, in my head, it's like, but if, prolonged amounts of time, it's like, they're taking control of my vehicle. If it goes on for prolonged amounts of time and it's on the record, it's going to read that it's schizophrenia because they're all assigned voices. They have assigned voices, although I hear several voices, but to tie records together and people together and certain things, there are voices that tie the records together. So basically, in my file, there's a file that gets created, and all of the people that these terrorists, all these terrorists that have hacked into my head, they all have like sub folders that are attacking my head, and in each one of their sub folders is all the people on their record. And they keep them compartmentalized like they're filing away documents on a desktop. People they've murdered, crimes they've committed, money they've laundered. And that's basically how that's the way it goes. So now there are files within my file that entitle people in my life those records. Like my daughter, for example. Yeah, no, we're done. Like, in my head, I just mapped out everything. So my kids are entitled to the records. And the terrorists need us to die in a particular order. So if they want to go back and tie up the lines, till all the records get destroyed, so I'm just brainstorming because my daughter is entitled to those files, those records. So are my sisters. So if my daughter is entitled to the records, for one, they'd have to completely investigate her and leave no documented evidence, because the last straw would mean like they practically lose their identity completely. Like they literally are nobodies. They have no assets, no bank accounts, no credit, no cars, no driver's license, no family, no education, no job. No, because all those, when they die, when that person dies, that's all documented evidence that stays behind after they die. And the terrorists, it seems as though they want a grip on whoever the last person is to that investigation to have literally diddly squat. So I'm wondering if the homeless people, I was supposed to go. They're playing with my head, so I'm just driving around aimlessly. They just said, fuck you, you're suffocating me. I'm wondering if the homeless people, if I could make the assumption that most likely none of them have assets. And I mean like family that will be leaving them behind an inheritance. I wonder if I can make that assumption and if it would be true almost across the board. Because the woman, she's a targeted individual, okay? And she posted a picture of her bloody nose all over her pillow. And she was in a hotel. And she said, I sold my house. Okay, took the equity out. And said, my son is a devil worshiper. So I'm wondering if, in fact, her son, just like my kids, are entitled to her records. And they're going to go after her son to make sure that he has nothing. Because they forced her, basically they forced her to sell her house. The terrorist talking in her head had her so fucking scared she sold her fucking house. That's why I don't own one. Yeah, I'm clearing these records. They're getting the fuck up out of Leo's life. The terrorist talking in my head, they literally deprive their victims of every fucking thing, dude. Now I want to pay attention more to the targeted individual community. See who owns what and who has family and what do they own. I want the women talking in my head sentenced to death while these terrorists talking in my head murder people and their kids, okay, and deprive them of everything. They take the money they laundered and they spoil the fuck out of their kids and they parade around like they're innocent women. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists talking in my head. Oh, what am I doing with this? Hi, I'm here. I'm here to pick up my shoes.
Picking up
Yes, they're the black heels.
your name,
Renee. They're right on this second shelf right here, the black ones, right there.
this one, your phone number.
714-306-5499.
Okay. About this one, okay?
Nice. All right. Thank you. It is a nice car. Okay, I have a little investigating to do. I gotta go.